Hey guys, Bat08667 here back for another video, and today we're here back on my Minecraft Gotham City world once again. Last video we looked at the ice cream factory where you guys gave me some pretty great suggestions as well as some pretty great puns actually. I was reading the comments and you guys were dropping like tons of puns on me. It was hilarious. I was loving reading all of them. And since it is the ice cream factory, of course, there were some Mr. Freeze references and Easter eggs, and you guys jumped on board with that and just completely went insane with all the puns. So thank you guys so much for that, and for those of you who left suggestions, thank you guys as well. I'll be sure to add those suggestions in probably in the next few weeks or so. Anyway, before we looked at that building, we actually looked at a number of other buildings. The Light and Power building, the Stack Deck, Sionis Steel Mill, Ace Chemicals, as well as a bunch of other buildings over here on my first island, which I won't name them all off because there's a lot. We also looked at my Wayman or my Batcave, but if you guys get the idea, if you haven't seen any of these videos on this world, be sure to go check out a playlist on my channel, Minecraft New Gotham City, where all the videos that I've done on this world so far are uploaded to. So as well as they're uploaded on my channel instead of having to scroll all the way through trying to find videos, and in case you might have missed one, they're all there in order in a playlist, all neat and tidy for you guys, just for whatever you want to use it for. Maybe you want to rewatch them, maybe you want to catch up on missed episodes, whatever, they're there for your guys' enjoyment. So but before we begin on today's video, I just wanted to mention that I did upload a trailer yesterday for a short movie that's coming out that me and my friends are doing, Minecraft Batman, The Hunt for Vengeance. I really like the name of it actually, and it's actually a continuation of the previous two short movies I'd done, Minecraft Batman, The Frozen Smile, and The Demon's Contract. Now, some people were questioning if my Wayne Manor was actually destroyed, and they thought I destroyed it for the trailer. That's not correct at all. My Wayne Manor is right here. I filmed it yesterday, and it's totally fine. I didn't even, I destroyed it. I didn't even save the game. It was just like, I just kind of exited without saving, and then my world was totally fine. I didn't have any destruction or anything like that. I actually almost did save it by accident, but I stopped myself right before. I was like, wait, no, that's wrong. Don't do that. So even if I did save it, it wouldn't have been a lot of damage, but as you can see, there is no damage. There's nothing going on here. It's back to the way it was before. So guys, I'm glad that you guys are worrying, about my Wayne Manor and stuff like that, but don't worry about it. Whenever I destroy buildings for different short movies or videos like that, if I destroy some of my buildings just for a video, don't worry about it. It's not being saved, and even if it is, I can definitely restore it back to the way it was before. It, especially with my Wayne Manor on that trailer, it would have been like 15 minutes of repair time. It would not have taken that long. So thank you guys for your concern, but do not worry. My Wayne Manor is perfectly fine. So anyway, before we get into today's video, I want to mention one more thing. I've actually been working on my Batcave quite a lot. And what I've been doing is I actually took a suggestion, I guess, and I've been working a lot on it. So expect a Batcave video coming up. I can't promise it'll be next video or the video after that. My goal is to get it out before Christmas, but I can't promise anything as I've been working on it a lot and there's still a lot to do. So I have been, remodeling a lot of my Batcave, and if you guys did like my Batcave before, I apologize, but hopefully this one will be better. I had a lot of friends come on and tell me that they liked it and they thought it was better than my old one. So hopefully you guys feel the same way. And like I said, be patient. I don't want to rush this. I want to make it look nice and everything. So don't expect a Batcave video really soon. But as you can see, I haven't been working on this island. I just wanted to explain why. It's because I've been working on my Batcave. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. And yeah, you can expect a Batcave video coming up. And by the way, the reason it's only a Batcave video is because, well, Wayne Manor's staying the same. I'm not doing anything with Wayne Manor. So this is a bit of a difference. I normally do a Wayne Manor and a Batcave video. This time I'm just doing a Batcave video. So something quite different for a change. Anyway, on to the what we're actually supposed to be talking about in today's video. I did get sidetracked a little bit at the beginning there. But this is the Daggett Industries factory building. Now, what this building is it's basically where all the different pharmaceutical products are made for Daggett Industries. You guys don't know, Daggett Industries is a pharmaceutical company run by Roland Daggett. He first appeared in the animated series, as far as I know, and I've actually liked this character a lot in the animated series. He made a few appearances. He was in about 4 episodes, I think. Now, in Feet of Clay, that was a 2-part episode, so if you count the 2 parts, it's technically 5 episodes, but he was in a few episodes in the animated series. That was quite a few appearances he made, and He's the original character from the series. I am a really big fan of how they did the Clayface origin by using his character, and I did really like that. That's one of my favorite origins of Clayface. I love it. So that was really awesome to see a new take on Clayface and everything like that. Really cool. And I actually did model the logo on the front of this building here off of the logo from the animated series on their corporate headquarters that they have in the animated series. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be building the Daggett Industries corporate headquarters on my world. If you guys want me to, let me know. This is just a factory building, so if you want me to build like the actual main building, kind of like how Wayne Industries has like their main building, but they also have multiple different like warehouses and stuff they own, and different other buildings that are responsible for other stuff. But they have their one main building. Same thing with Daggett. They have like a one main building, and then they have stuff like this, like a factory where they produce all their different, their pharmaceutical stuff. So if you guys want me to make that main building, let me know. I would like to have it on my first island because that's where Wayne Industries and Goth Corp are, which are two they're pretty much other business I guess that's where the main business buildings are located on my first island. So I would like to do that and put it over there, but if I can't do that, if I can't find a building I want to move over to my third island to make room, I'll probably just build on my third island. Anyway, I'm rambling, but if you guys want me to build the Daggett Industries business headquarters, please let me know. Anyway, so on to the windows here. The windows are actually quite important because I was having a bit of trouble with them, and you guys probably noticed from the past few videos I talked about it a little bit. I kind of mentioned, that these windows aren't permanent. I am fixing this and all that sort of stuff, and I was saying stuff like that because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do with the windows. I decided to go with the whole simple is better route because I just I like how this looks. I like how these simplistic windows look, and this sort of design wraps around the whole building. We'll get to see that later on, but I do really like how that looks, and we'll get to look at that later on. The only time the windows ever get really complicated, I would say, is underneath and on top of the Daggett logo right here, and that's perfectly fine. I like how that looks. I'd rather this than have like the windows go in behind the logo. That looked really weird. I tried it. Doesn't look that great, so I decided instead I would just kind of have the windows kind of shape around the logo, and I think it looks nice. Now coming down to the bottom here, of course, guys, we have beacons. Beacons, I love putting them on factory buildings just because I think they look nice. This is Exhibit A right here that I love beacons on factory buildings. Then we have Exhibit B, and then we have C and D. So these are quite a few examples of why I just kind of like it on outside of factory buildings. Just the way the beacons look and everything looks nice. I did it on my Ace Chemicals, I think, originally, and I was a really big fan of it, so I decided doing it on all my factory buildings. So yeah, if you guys ever see beacons like this on one of my buildings, you can be 90% sure it's probably a factory building. But anyway, speaking of my Ace Chemicals, I actually based a lot of this design on the bottom here off my Ace Chemicals building. I really did like what I did with my Ace Chemicals building in terms of design on the bottom, and I wanted to do something similar. I just recently actually finished designing my Ace Chemicals when I designed the outside of this building, so that's why it is quite a little bit similar. But I did go a little bit unique in terms of the design. It is quite different from what I did over on my Ace Chemicals. It's a little bit more complicated around the beacons like so, and the design doesn't go up as high as it does over on my Ace Chemicals, as you can probably see over there. I do have windows, one on each side of the beacon, which looks quite nice. Some of you may be wondering why they're brown stained glass. I like the way brown stained glass looks on this building, especially since once we get inside, the certain sort of product that they're making in there is an orangish brown color, and I figured, hey, the windows being brown doesn't look bad, and I don't think I'm ever going to get another prime opportunity to use brown stained glass again. At least I'm not going to be using it very much on my world, so I figured I'd take the opportunity and try it out, and I thought it looked nice, so hopefully you guys think the same. And yeah, so anyway, that's pretty much all I want to talk about down here. There are some cobblestone walls. That is actually the same sort of thing I did with my Ace Chemicals over here as well. So as you can see, another similarity between the two buildings. But they are quite different as well. Anyway, coming out of the side here, not much going on, just some plain sort of windows here. Now on the back is probably one of my favorite sides as well as the front. But once we get a good look at it, I like to get some crates in the shot right here. Look at that. Just the way those windows look with some crates on the side there, just kind of looking at it, it looks like a factory. It really does to me. Looking at it down here from the docks and just seeing the windows, how, they look simple, but they still look nice. I really think that this, especially in the back, looks like a factory to me, and that's what makes me a really big fan of the back of this building. I'm generally not a big fan of the back of most of my buildings. I'm either just kind of like, yeah, it looks okay, or I don't like it at all. So I'm really glad that this building turned out to be probably one of the only buildings I actually like the back. Over here, this is different from the other side because we have like a shipping sort of area. We do have two doors. One is half open, one is one block open. We do also have a trail right here, which is quite weird, but we'll have to get into that later because, I don't know, we're the world's greatest detective. We'll have to solve that issue once we get to it. We also do have a truck right here, which is used for shipping out all the different pharmaceutical products made here in the factory. So there's a nice truck right there, a nice shipment truck. Anyway, we've come full circle, or well, actually it's Minecraft, so full square. We've come full square around the building here, and we're going to look at the roof real quick before we go inside. I do like how there's a lot of room on the roof. Normally, most of my roofs, there's not a whole lot of room. I mean, this one's quite smaller. This building is a lot bigger than a lot of the other buildings on this island, so I really wanted to have a lot of roof room as well as still have this sort of skylight right here, and I think it definitely looks nice. I like how much room there is up here. It's definitely a really good roof, and yeah. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the outside, guys. Now let's head on to the inside and have a look. So let's see if I can get this button right here. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about on the inside, these ladders. These ladders are not how I originally intended them to actually be. The reason I did this sort of thing, I don't like how this looks here. The reason I did this is because I was originally supposed to have them right here on this block and kind of going up, but as you can see, the windows really disrupted that. And I didn't want to get rid of my window pattern because I do really like how it looks. So I had to make this sort of makeshift sort of ladder replacement for the time being. This isn't permanent, guys. I'm going to think of a way around it. And I didn't want them really anywhere else. I wanted them near the door. I didn't want them back here leading up to the observation deck, which we'll get to. I didn't want them like all the way on that back wall there. Even though they would fit perfectly there, I didn't want them. And of course the door's right here, so I can't really do it, on these two blocks right here. So I'm kind of stuck. One idea I had was actually making these vats of the pharmaceutical stuff, the different products, and making it smaller, making this quartz block, this whole row come out one like this and go along here, and then make this pathway come out one block as well, and then it'll blend into the ladder right here a little bit better. Same on the other side, and hopefully it might look a little bit nicer. But if that doesn't work for me, I'll be open to any suggestions you guys give me. But if I end up liking how this looks, if I end up moving it out, each part out one block on each side, if I end up liking it, I'll probably keep it. But if you guys have any suggestions, let me know. I honestly don't think it looks too bad. I just think, it's kind of awkward at the moment. I really want to find a design that I like. But it's only ladders, so it's honestly not a big deal. Anyway, up to the observation deck. Let's see what we have here. We have some computers. Those are pretty cool. Now, the reason, actually, I didn't actually do something that was a little more high-tech is that it's a pharmaceutical factory. I honestly don't think they're going to have, all these, light-up screens and, 3D models and stuff that Wayne Industries or something like Star Labs would have. I picture them just having, kind of computers with some different levers and stuff that control different things and control everything down below, and I will explain that later. And just some desks up here with some chairs. That's all I really thought about. I think the beacons look a little bit high-tech for this this sort of building. I might get rid of them and replace them with something else, but I do like beacons. I depend on them a little bit too much as a light source instead of anything else because they're easy, they're simple. Like redstone lamps, you need like a redstone block or like a redstone torch or some sort of redstone to light it up. And glowstone, I'm not fond of the texture and the look of glowstone, so I just kind of went with beacons, but I might end up changing it because honestly, it looks a little bit too high-tech for me, but I might keep it just for simplicity's sake. Anyway, coming over here, this is our first Easter egg of the day. This is actually a reference to the containers that the pharmaceutical product Renew You came in. If you guys remember, Matt Hagen had the Renew You sort of like face cream and used to put it on, and you could shape-shift your face any way you wanted to. I believe Matt Hagen was in some sort of accident that created his face to look quite disfigured, and that ended up, creating him to lead himself to Daggett Industries, where they were creating a face cream that could make you shape-shift your face any way you wanted. It's pretty weird, actually. But you could, the main point of it was to get rid of wrinkles and that sort of stuff and make yourself look younger. But what he did with it was he completely just changed his face to make himself look back to normal. And he occasionally used it for crimes and stuff as well. to do jobs for Daggett to get more of the cream. So it was definitely a vicious cycle. And I kind of used this as the containers because they were small, and the only thing I could really think of to represent it was flower pots, because they're probably like the smallest sort of looking item that looks like a container on Minecraft. So I decided to go with this. Plus on the inside, the dirt on the inside of the flower pots looks a little bit like Renew You. As it is an orangish brown color, it seemed like it matched it quite well. Anyway, moving on outside of the observation deck, I'm going to explain how this factory works, or how it's supposed to work if it did work, because it's Minecraft, and Minecraft, it obviously doesn't realistically actually like move and stuff unless you have mods or something. But we're on consoles, so that doesn't work like that. Anyway, so right here there are some wires, and they go from each of the computers. These are the mixing chambers. These computers turn on the mixing chambers, and they start mixing everything up. What this does, pretty much, is all the ingredients are in here. They get mixed up as controlled by the computers. They get sent down through these tubes right here. As they get sent into the tubes, they get put in this, this sort of container right here, and get sent out into these big vats. Now, this is actually Renew You right here that is being created, and as it's sent out into these vats, this bucket will pick up the Renew You. Now, here's how the bucket works. The bucket can go up and down, like so. The bucket can go across, like this. Now, this is all like theoretical now. I can't actually do this in Minecraft, but it's supposed to. And the bucket can move along like this. So the whole idea of it is that up there they're controlling the bucket, and it's sort of like moving along all these different sort of bars right here. It's being controlled and moved all along here, and it's also being controlled and moved from that side as well. And what it's doing is it'll pick up some Renew You from this vat, it'll bring it over here and drop it down into this sort of container here, which we'll get to in a second of what that sort of does. And then it'll go over here, it'll pick up some Renew You from this vat, and once all the Renew You empties out of this container, it'll drop some more Renew You in here. So the bucket basically moves along the two vats and sort of just kind of brings the Renew You over here for the next step of the assembly line. So, the reason I did this is because over here I didn't have enough room to make another thing like this. So obviously I would need one bucket to be able to bring it over here. If I had a bucket on each side like I had one over here as well, it wouldn't work out, because both buckets would be like slamming into each other, trying to bring the Renew You over here. So it was just better and safer and made more sense to have only one bucket. Anyway, so once the Renew You gets put into this container here, what happens is the little containers that hold the Renew You that Matt Hagen has move along the assembly line, and some Renew You gets squirted into each of the containers. As they get put into the containers and the containers are sealed off, they come along this assembly line right here, and they go underneath there. They come out the other side, where they all get put into this package. I just designed this. I think it just looks cool. And this is how it looks like once they're all the containers are stacked up inside. And this is how you spell it, actually. I googled it. I actually didn't know that is how it was spelled. I figured it might have a different spelling, so I looked it up. That's actually how Renew You is spelled. And then a forklift will take a container from here, bring it out to the truck, where it'll be shipped off to different places where you would sell pharmaceutical type products. So that's how the whole factory works. I basically just explained the whole factory in a few minutes. That's pretty much all I really have to explain. One more Easter egg I would like to share with you guys before we end off this video, though. It's quite a cool one. Now, this Easter egg will be pretty obvious to some of you who have watched the Feet of Clay episode, but I'll explain it anyway, because even some of you who have watched the episode may not pick up on this. So obviously it looks like right here someone crawled out of this vat. That looks pretty clear, and there seems to be like a dripping trail coming out of the factory. And here we have a car. So like I said, it's not very obvious even to people who have watched the Feet of Clay episode. This is actually Matt Hagen's car from the Feet of Clay episode. I wanted to build it because if you guys haven't seen the episode or don't remember very well, some of Daggett's employees actually took a big, it was like this big bowl of the Renew You, and Daggett was trying to break, Hagen was trying to break in to one of Daggett's facilities, like this one, and he tried to steal a bunch of Renew U, so he never had to work for Daggett again, because he felt, what he was doing. He knew it was wrong in a sense, and he thought, it wasn't really reliable to keep relying on him to keep doing jobs to get more and more, and so he thought it wasn't a good, thing. So he decided to steal a bunch of Renew U. What that ended up getting him into was a lot of trouble. Daggett's employees ended up taking a big bowl of Renew U and pouring it over Hagen's face, and it had a really bad effect on him, which turned him into Clayface. They actually dragged him out to his car in an alleyway near the factory and left him in there, and actually put up the roof that kind of folded out and went on top of the car. Now I made the roof that is actually folded down at the moment. The reason I did this is because, well, I didn't really like how the roof looked folded out, but I still kept this part here that looks like a part of the roof that would fold out, and it actually is the same color as the roof that folded out of the car. The car was blue, as far as I remember correctly, and this is sort of accurate, I guess. Well, it's the best I could do to his car. So hopefully you guys enjoy that Easter egg. It is a little bit confusing, but basically the way I kind of did it, instead of them pouring like a big bowl of the Renew U on his head, I made it seem like they sort of pushed him in this vat and they thought he died, and then he sort of crawled out over to his car right here, which is why all the drippings here. Anyway, so that is the last thing for this building. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoy everything that went on here today. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more content on my channel. I do these videos quite often. I have a lot more videos to do on this world, so hopefully you guys are excited to see what I do next. Most likely it'll probably be the Iceberg Lounge or my alibi. I did talk about doing the Maxi Zeus Club when I finished my my ice cream factory, but I'm probably not going to do this building yet because I haven't done the inside yet, so I'm probably just going to do my Iceberg Lounge and my alibi videos. Both of them are actually pretty much done, so I can probably do them probably pretty close to each other. I might have them out the same week actually, which would be quite cool, so I could get those two out of the way in 1 week, get you guys double the content in 1 week, which would be pretty awesome. But anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you enjoyed this video, actually, go check out my friends, Gotham at 759, XXWill55XX. They do Gotham City videos just like me, and I definitely recommend you check them out. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. I am Bat0867, and I will see you guys all later. Peace out.